Good afternoon and good evening. Welcome to Ongaku to You, the podcast where three friends come together and break down what's new in the Japanese music industry. This is the podcast for the week of June 22nd, 2018. I'm your host, Ken, and with me we have Luna.
Good evening, morning, afternoon, and everyone. Oh, geez, it's been a long week. I'm sorry.
And Gray.
What's happening, guys?
And once again, we have our very special guest, KyoryuHunter.
Hello, everyone. Well, hello from, I don't know if it's hot or cold or chilly. It's morning. It's really early in Japan. It's too early. It's like 8 a.m. Who is up at this time when you don't have to go to work?
I am usually every day.
Yeah,
I
I'm
woke
usually
up
at work
in the middle of the
and
night and I watched your stream.
That's partially why I'm tired and can't talk today, because I was streaming until like 12:30 at night, fall asleep until 2. So.
Oh, wow. If
Well,
it
then
makes
again,
you
you
feel
just-
better, I didn't really sleep, so.
You
I
did
thought you were
get
gonna say if it makes you feel
gangbanged
better, I
by,
didn't watch you.
You did get gangbanged by a bunch of Japanese players. That was fun
Yeah, I
that
did.
last fight.
That was rough. That was really rough. They
But
were
somehow, some way
after
you
me.
won.
What were you guys playing?
New Gundam Breaker.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It looks awesome. From what I got to see, I was at work and my phone was not cooperating. I was really upset.
It is very okay. It's very okay.
Well, it's just a fighting game,
excited
right?
'cause
Where
it's
you
Gundam
build your
Breaker.
own Gundams.
But yeah, thank you for having me on your show again.
It's good
We're
to have
happy
you
to
back.
Before I
have you.
ramble about it.
But yeah, let's go on what we've been listening to. Let's start with you, Gray.
This week has been a lot of the same old I've been listening to. A little bit of radio, a little bit of KyoryuHunter 46. Starting to ramp up for the Utada episode, which is next Friday or Saturday. It'll be next Saturday. So just getting prepared mentally for that. I've been listening to more of Utada's stuff. I picked up This Is the One in First Love earlier today, trying to just hear more of her music. Her English albums, I don't think they'll ever be my favorite, but I will say it's better than Exodus. Exodus we'll talk about
Oh,
next
yeah.
week, but yeah, it does not.
Oh, yeah.
Not one of her. That album doesn't do her many favors. I'll say that much. But yeah. Other than that, like I said, it's been KyoryuHunter 46 mostly. Just listening to the 4 singles I have. I plan on picking up the other 2 sometime soon, and then I'll have all their music, and I'll be happy. Looked like they released a new music video. I don't know if it's new or old or whatnot, but they posted something new on YouTube yesterday. Check that out. It's pretty good.
Nice. So, are you gonna? Or I guess the album comes out when I go to Japan. Well, it comes out next week or this week, I believe. If I'm remembering correctly. Are you gonna buy that when it's available on Apple Music?
Which one? The new Tada one?
Kizaki Kaya.
Oh,
no,
I didn't know they had a
Kizaki
new
Kaya
album coming
46.
out.
Yeah,
It
it should be
depends.
coming out,
If it's
I
like their
this week.
if it's like their other one where it's just a release of all the songs that they already have made, maybe not. I don't know yet. But if it has
It might be
songs
just
on there,
the
I don't.
B-side songs or original.
Yeah. Well, it's
Because,
funny. It's well, I mean, they have way more B songs than they do A songs, but I like way more of their B songs than I do their A's. So, because usually the B songs tend to be my favorites on the album. Like on Galasu Aware, it's the third song. That's my favorite. Not that I don't love the first the single itself, but the third song just happens to be my favorite. And well, The Wind Blows is that's my favorite song they do. Period. So that's a little different. but that one single, I would say, like, if you were going to buy a single, like all 7 songs, I would go with that one, which was their 5th one, because there's not every one of those songs on that one is stellar. Like that is a really, really good single collection. I like every one of those songs, and they're very repeatable. But I would, ideally in time, I would like to start purchasing some stuff whenever I have money. The thing that I would buy before I would buy KyoryuHunter's new album is SKE's new single.
Yeah, and we'll get back to that because the music
Yes.
video just got released and it is very good.
Oh yes, yes. We'll
And with
talk more about that in a minute.
what have you been listening to, Luna?
Oh wow. I guess a lot of random things. I was listening to Ayumi Hamazaki's A Summer Best, which I think you probably, I don't know if you remember, you got that one for me, KyoryuHunter.
Yeah,
So
I'm sure it was in that box.
it was in the box. It was a 2 CD plus DVD, and I've listened to both CDs. It's such a great summer album. So many great songs on it, and I'm like, man, now I'm going to get back into Ayumi, and this is going to be really bad because then I start going back through her discography again, and it takes me forever. So I started listening to that. I've been listening to a lot of Utada. I keep going back to Distance and Deep River because those are my 2 favorite albums. Let's see. I was also listening to Lisa Yamaguchi's first mini album she ever did called I'm Ready to Go, which is a great mini album. I was listening to some Milia Kato preparing for her new album that comes out actually, I think it came out the 20th. So yeah, it already came out.
Is that on its way to me?
No, I actually ordered it off CD Japan.
Okay.
I did. I don't send everything to you because I feel really bad. So that one was a big package deal. I ordered tons of crap from CD Japan. I think I ordered 3 things: Milia, Crystal K, and Daichi. Yeah, Daichi Mira I also ordered, and that album got pushed back. So I gotta wait till July to get that stuff.
Boo.
But yeah. So yeah, his new album Kyutai I pre-ordered. I also was listening to Kodakumi because last night I watched her 15th anniversary live tour with my best friend. We sat and watched it, and it was a great tour. And I'm like, oh man, now I got to listen to Koda again because there's so many great songs in this tour. So I know there was something else big I was listening to this week. Oh well, I was working out. I was listening to some of my favorite indie singers. I was listening to Hiromi, and I was listening to Aisha. And I was listening to Elle, who doesn't do music anymore. Her last album was in 2004. I love her song, Who's Dat? But that's pretty much what I've been listening to this week. What about you? Ken always goes last, but KyoryuHunter's our special guest.
Yeah, just go right ahead, Kyo.
Oh, music I've been listening to this week? What have I been listening to? I've been listening to the Gundam theme song from the 1976 Gundam anime.
That's awesome.
That's a
Gundam
good
music.
song. That is a good song.
The
It's
soundtrack
79,
for
not
Unicorn.
76.
Yeah, I've just been like in the car. I just will put on one Gundam theme song, and then it will play the other one. So I've been listening to the ones from the original, from Wing and from G, because those are the only 3 I know of. Well, so I've just been playing those on a loop in the car all week.
And Just
It's
Communications
about like
is a
that,
song.
in addition to the normal game music I listen to in the car all the time. Very interesting, set of music I've been listening to this week, of course.
Hey man, now I'm just I just want to say shining finger.
Shiny.
And apparently I've been listening to a lot from Unicorn Gundam. At least what everyone in my chat is yelling at me. They're like, "It's the Unicorn theme." I'm like, "Yep, it sure is." I haven't watched it.
I have no
I just
idea what
play
it
the
is, but
games
yes,
and-
it is.
I just play the Gunpla games and build the model kits. I haven't watched a Gundam anime in years, like a new one. I rewatched G recently, a bit and then I stopped because I went back to the States for Crimbus. That's about it.
I will say I highly recommend IBO. That is a stellar
Yeah, one of the
anime.
people in my chat was really into Iron Blood Orphans. They're like, is anything from this in here? Is anything from that in there? I'm like, maybe. I still haven't really run into any kits from Iron Blooded Orphans yet. Mostly everything's been from Unicorn, the regular, like the original series, or for some reason G. I've been getting a lot of Nobel Gundam parts, but I think that's a really popular kit.
Yeah, like all of the Gunpla I have in real life are all from Iron Blooded Orphans. So I was watching it when I was
3
buying
from
them.
IBO.
But
yeah,
it's
one of the ones I painted is my favorite kit.
I will say that show is stellar. It's one of the best Gundams in years. It's a more serious show, very serious tones. It's worth watching. I'll say like there Gundam kind of went off the deep end a little bit. I know with like Stella G, that's a weird show. I wouldn't recommend that to anybody. Like I watched the first episode and I couldn't get into it, and I was like, it's about an orbital elevator. I'm like, but it's in the.
This kind of sounds how I describe Seed and Seed Destiny people. I'm like, I would never watch this.
I like Seed and Seed. I like Seed. Destiny is a little different story. The suits are cool, but I hated the main character, Shinosuke. I wanted to punch him in the face.
I like G Gundam because it's a bunch of robots punching each other like it's a Power Rangers show, and I love it. It's so stupid.
Yep.
So stupid. I love it.
It's a shonen battle anime. It's amazing. With
Swartz Brooder.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, but I have only been listening to Gundam theme songs and Gundam insert music all week. How about you, Ken?
Just a various amount of things. I was trying to find pretty much bands for Indie Quarter for like the next 3 weeks because I didn't know if I'll be able to write it or not. So I've been listening to this group called Little Moa, and they do like experimental like pop music. So
what does that mean?
Too bad. It's like more like synthesizing, like using the synthesizer keyboard and stuff like that.
So does it have
Not
like a
so much
feel
an
to
actual
it?
guitar or drums or anything like that? It's more like that synthesizer plus the vocalist.
So would you say it has
Kind
like
of sounds like
an 80s
it's all
feel
off
to
the
it?
Rock and Roll Destroyer.
Yeah.
You don't know what that is, do you?
But yeah, besides that, this other band called Lucky Tape, they do like R&B. They're like an R&B band, and it's not too bad. They just went major to Universal, so I'm looking forward to hearing stuff by them later on.
Do they still count for indie then?
No.
Not in my book. Once they signed to a major label, they signed like a year or two ago.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, I was looking forward to that, and then all the stuff for Oricon and my usual work playlist, my Juicy playlist.
Juicy. I wish if she did that song live, but I think she's only done it once, and it was a remix. And I was disappointed because it was
A
very
live
like,
remix?
tidbit. Yeah, because Coda doesn't do that one live ever on any of her studio tours, and I'm very upset. And I understand why.
Is there a
Probably
reason
there's
for
a lot
that?
of kids.
It's
very
too
sad.
racy.
It's very
Okay.
yeah. But it's very fun to listen to that song in public, in front of a bunch of Japanese people. It's always
That understand the lyrics?
fun. And that understand the lyrics.
They
My
make
coworkers,
face.
they don't understand it. Yeah, and my boss, he doesn't understand. Well, I'm pretty sure he does, but he just doesn't want to tell me.
Ken, what you're listening to is completely inappropriate. No one knows. It'll be fine. Okay.
No one knows it. But yeah, continuing on from that, let's move on to some news.
Woohoo!
So,
Yeah,
yeah,
we
there's
can
a
get, like, a
couple
theme
things,
song.
like a couple of them just broke like yesterday and last night for that matter, but I won't talk about that. Maybe later I'll talk about it. But first and foremost, yesterday SKE 48 shows off a preview of their, well, not a preview, it's the full music video for their next
Yeah.
single, Ikinari
It's
Punchline.
It is the full music video, and holy Batman! I swear, this is a good
I
song.
still haven't watched it yet.
Oh, you would love
Which one is
this.
SKE again?
It's the second sister group of AKB48.
Well, technically
Are
the
they
first.
based in Tokyo?
No, they're based in Nagoya.
Okay, they're the Nagoya ones. Okay.
But they
Is the song any
Yeah,
good?
I think the song's alright.
Yes.
I mean, I like the tempo of it because it has a very fiesta.
It's got a
type
like
style.
a Latin America feel to it a little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
This song has a very festive dance. Festive.
Jeez. Because they're stripping, pretty much.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
As much as I want to put that on the website.
Oh, I mean, yeah. I mean, she takes off a hat and a coat and stuff like that. It's not like, stripping.
Could be worse.
Yeah.
Could be worse. It could be
It
Juicy,
could be way
but
worse.
they did show certain things that reminded me of Juicy.
Did
That's
they
true.
show their shoulders?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shame on them. They showed the nape of their necks.
Yeah.
Those damn
Ooh.
hooligans.
Ban this sick filth immediately.
Banned this sick film.
Trying to.
But yeah, the
Live
center
in a
of the
society,
single
people.
is going to be Judina Matsui.
Yes, our girl.
And yes, our girl. And it's really funny because now she's going to be the center for two singles. Because continuing on from this news, she just won the Senbatsu, the Sosenko Senbatsu, last week. And that was a whole bunch of fun watching for 5 hours.
I saw your guys' stream of it briefly.
I
Briefly.
watched like 4 minutes of it, and I was like, I really want to watch this. I don't have the time, so.
I think I was sleeping. Sorry.
You don't need to. You only needed to have watched the last 30 minutes just to be like,
I think that's
okay,
what
this
you
is the media Senbatsu.
Didn't you say you had like a big jump in people watching like the last like 30 to like 5 minutes left?
Yeah, pretty much because they just wanted to know who won.
Yeah, I mean that's like most things. Everyone's interested in the thing going on, but they really just want to know the results of it.
Yeah, because it's really interesting because the jump in numbers for votes just was pretty immense once you come to 3, 2, and 1. I think Judina won by like close to 40,000 votes.
Wow.
Jeez.
Wow.
That must suck to be anyone lower than that when you're like,
Yeah.
oh, I got a few thousand. They're like, no, they got 40,000 more than you did. Oh.
That's insane.
Yeah, so yeah,
I'm happy.
and like everything else from that was like only 2,000 or so
Wow.
That's rough.
away. So
Oh, 2,000 away or?
2,000 away.
Oh, from away
each
from each other after that. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay, now I gotcha.
So hold on, let me just look up the actual numbers, which real fast. But yeah, I'm
Oh,
thinking
yeah,
it was like 40,000 after that. Senbatsu election. So, and it's really interesting because the number 1 and number 2, they are technically from SKE, but they won the AKB main one, and the highest AKB48 member was number 5.
Whoa.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Who-
So anyone from the
Yeah.
sister groups can join in the Senbatsu?
Yeah, this one was particularly special because they allowed all the other international groups. So they had people from the Taiwan group and the Bangkok group and the Indonesian Jakarta group join in also. Only 2 people from the Bangkok group actually placed. I think
How
one
high
from
up
the
did they place?
Taiwan. Because you could just buy the single and input and get the code from that, and then that's how you cast your vote, so to speak. And they gave you like a good amount of time to go and cast your vote. I think like three weeks to a month. So, but yeah, Judina won with 194,000 votes. Number 2 was 154. So, yeah, 40,000 blew it away.
Oh my
And number
lord.
That's a lot of votes. It's a lot of. So you had to buy a single to get a code to vote.
Yes,
Yeah.
How many people bought more than one single so they could get more than one code to vote?
1.6 to 1.7 million.
Jeez.
That's how
Right.
much the
Oh, wow.
singles.
Well, like my I would have loved to have bought like 4 or 5 of the singles just so I could put like 5 or 6 votes in myself.
Oh, so you didn't have to buy. It wasn't the same single. It was separate singles, so you could just buy
They
any
had different
single and it would give you.
editions.
Oh, okay, I was just
Yeah,
thinking everyone was
just
buying the
the
exact
editions.
same song constantly. Okay.
Yeah, it's the single, but the different editions. Because I think they had like 10 different editions, if I'm remembering correctly, for Teacher.
Who was the girl
But
that
yeah,
was
from 2 to 3. The one that was center for her teacher Ogiri Yui, she
yeah.
was 25. But last year she was like 40 something, so she had a definite bump in numbers. Her placement, 31,000 votes.
Well,
Oh. That's crazy.
Yeah, so yeah, from number 2 to number 3 was 9,000 votes, or no, not 9, 7,000 votes.
13,000 votes.
Oh.
154 to
13. I'm not even looking.
141.
I'm looking down at these different numbers. Cannot
It sounds like
math
it was
right
a lot either way.
But yeah. But she deserved it because she's placed into Senbatsu, Matsui Judina, every single year since the Senbatsu's conception. So she placed in a media Senbatsu, which is the top 16 to 18 place. So she was top girl for a while. So it was only a matter of time before she took number 1. If she wasn't going to take number 1, then she probably would have graduated. I could probably already have saw that.
Oh,
And then she kept on joking around saying that she wasn't going to graduate.
good.
She goes,
We don't-
"Oh, ichi ni narimashita. Dakara sochigo shimasen." Pretty much saying, "Oh, because I became number 1, I will not graduate." That kind of
No time to graduate now.
No time
Yeah.
to graduate. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're gonna be the quote unquote face of the company,
For a year.
but for a year. I forgot to talk about the release date for the SKE song. It is gonna be July 4th. So happy birthday, America.
Yeah.
Yep. I might add that. I got one more thing I want to order. Maybe I'll add that with it. I want to order
Is this coming to
Beverly's
me
new
order or is this
album.
coming to you order?
I don't know. I kind of want to order Beverly's album from CD Japan because I want the digipack. So maybe I'll order SKEs. I don't know. Maybe. I don't like buying singles unless I'm head over heels in love with the artist.
Especially how expensive just a single is as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I
like
have to really have
$15.
to have it.
Like I remember my buddy ordering mini albums, which are basically in between like a single and a slightly bigger single. Like I don't know, they had
Yep.
like what 4 songs in them, the K-pop ones. And like he's
K-pop
like, oh,
ones
they're
have
not
like
that
4 to
expensive.
5.
He's like, they're not that expensive. They're like $15. It's the same price the CD here. I'm like, yeah, but the CDs here have 12 songs on them. The one that you just bought has 4. It's
Yeah,
not
some
cheaper.
of the K-pop ones are getting more expensive for mini albums now. For like 5 songs, it's like $20 to $25 now. They jumped
Oh, now
up.
that they know like people in the States like them, like it's taken off.
I
Yeah.
will say the one thing that gets me to buy certain artists is the photo books. Those dang photo books sucker me in. I have, I think, every like 4-minute, every Hina, or I'm missing one 4-minute. I mean, I have a lot of K-pop for that reason, is the photo books, especially if I like one of the girls, I want a photo book of her. So I'm a little bit of a
It
sucker.
sounds like me with the Sentai girls, but I never buy any of their books because I can't find them for cheap, and I don't want to buy those.
Yeah.
I bought the Yellow Buster photo book. That's
I know
right
you
here.
did. I'm not gonna steal from you.
I'm staring right at it, and I even bought the Gouda V DVD set that came with it too.
I would
Man, it was
find a
too
Yellow
bad I'm
Sky
not-
photo book.
It's too bad I'm not going to Anime Expo. Otherwise, I would have asked her to sign it.
Is it while you're in town or not in country?
I could have
not
got a
in
free
town?
ticket to Expo, and I'm upset because I can't go. My friend was giving away a free Expo ticket.
Yeah.
There's
it
no
was
way I
either
could
go
book a plane
to
ticket.
it was either go to Expo or go to Japan. So
Yeah, and it's a hard choice. I couldn't afford to go to Expo. I can't take vacation for that, and the plane ticket, and I had no place to stay in LA. I'm
Oh,
pretty
it's
sure
in
the
LA
hotels
too.
are booked
Oop.
up.
Nope.
Oh no, it's not LA. It's what is it? It's Anaheim.
Still,
That's
it's
worse.
California, so it's gonna be expensive.
Exactly. That's why I'm like, I want to see some of these artists, but I can't. I'm gonna save my money for next year. Japan land next year.
Japan land Lexia.
My last year in
Oh, yeah.
Japan.
Continuing on. Speaking of some Korean artists, Twice just announced their first Japanese album, and it's called BDZ. Supposedly, it's shorthand for bulldozer.
That's interesting.
Because
Of course.
Yeah,
of course it
seems-
is.
Twice
don't get it,
explains
but-
that, for them to keep moving forward, they're going to bulldoze any big obstacle that comes their way. And I'm like, okay.
Okay.
Interesting.
You do that.
You do that. Coming in like a wrecking ball. But yeah, with this album, it will include One More Time, Candy
Yes.
Pop, and Wake Me Up. Also, it will include their cover of Jackson 5's I Want You Back. I didn't even know they did a cover of Jackson's 5, I Want You Back.
I
Now I
didn't
gotta
either.
hear this because I'm like, I can hear the Jackson 5 version in my head, and I'm like, what did they do to this song? I gotta know now.
There might be a live performance of it on YouTube.
That probably is.
I wouldn't be surprised if there wasn't.
And continuing on. Oh, and that album, actually, sorry.
When does it
forgot to
drop?
put the release date of it. It drops September 12th.
Ooh, good. I got some time to save, but the same day as the new Kana Nishino single.
Boo!
Yeah,
I have
Nishino
to wait all the way
single.
to the
Oh, I'm
12th.
so excited. Sorry, I love Nishino Kana, so I'm excited about the
Boo.
single.
I don't want to wait till the
Yes.
12th of September. Boo!
Oh, I can wait.
I
There's
can't.
too much stuff coming out this summer.
Yeah.
I had a
But yeah,
student, what was it, about 2 years ago, that was in love with Nishi no Kana.
I still
Every
love
day
it.
I'd be like, oh, what did you do? He's like, I watched Nishi no Kana videos all night. Oh, okay. Every day? Every day you do this? Yes. Okay. You didn't play
I
video
still
games,
love
you
it.
just
I'm not that
really
crazy
liked
though.
Nishi no Kana. I mean, it was a
Hey,
teenage
man.
boy, like 15
Yeah.
years old.
Oh
I'm like,
yeah.
I understand why you're doing that. But at the same
Yeah.
time, I'm like, okay,
I
you know
get it.
there's other artists, right, kid?
Just
Mhm.
as cute
No,
too, but
no, what are you
she's
talking
really
about?
attractive.
Nishino Kana
I'm
is
like, you're on the
perfect.
internet. There are other ones.
Mhm.
I think of the first time. I'm just gonna go on a little tiny rant about Nishino Kana. I just remember the first time I saw her was on a variety show called Himitsu no Arashi-chan. It was a Arashi variety show, and the first impression I got from her was saying that, if I ever date someone, I want to be treated like a princess. And I'm like, yeah, I bet you do. I bet you do.
Oh, she's dating one of her dancers.
Oh man, you gotta break my heart.
Oh, she found herself
I'm
a Kevin
sorry.
Federline.
Yeah,
I don't-
Line situation.
Yeah, I think she's still dating him. She kept it under wraps, and then I think someone finally like saw them together and it came out.
Well,
That was a couple years ago though, so I don't know. Who knows if they're still dating?
Well,
Sorry to
But
burst
yeah.
your love and your hope.
yeah, because that was only stopping me right then and there.
yeah.
He had such a chance.
I had such a chance, but then again, I can always go to New York and visit Juju.
Yeah. I'm telling.
So-
I still need
but
to
yeah.
buy her album.
I'm
I need
telling
her
you.
newest album.
We know Utada is single. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but I think she wants to take a break from dating for a bit.
Eh,
Yep.
you can take a break, but when it's a step up from your old, it's no break at all.
But yeah, going back to the news, Nishino Kana just announced a brand new song called Bedtime Story, and this will be released on the same date as the Twice album, September 12th, and will be used as the theme song for a brand new movie called 3D Kanojo,
Oh,
Real Girl.
and I want to say the only
They're gonna bulldoze her.
the only kind of Nishino song I'm actually familiar with was her old single, the one that you guys did not like. I actually liked that song. So
Oh, I Love You.
yeah, I thought it was cute. I mean,
It was cute.
It was
I have all her
generic, but it
albums.
wasn't-
I might have an extra somewhere. I'll have to send you a copy.
yeah.
I have a.
Why do you have an extra?
It
Wait,
said
I
it
know
came
why you
with a
have an extra.
slipcase on eBay, and it didn't come with the slipcase, and I was upset. I wanted the special winter edition with the slipcase, and it didn't come with a slipcase. And
I was gonna say you remember
Although
when
I am,
we were
I am
in
really surprised I've never
Japan
gotten a duplicate
and
CD
the
from you
hall.
yet, because you do forget what you order sometimes.
I was gonna say, I was like when we were in Japan, you remember the haul that she had. You cannot tell me there's not a single duplicate in that entire haul. There has to be at least one.
So she filled her her dorm room with like about 300, 400 CDs. She had like stacks everywhere. She didn't remember which one she had bought, and she was making a mini fort out of those in the DVDs she bought. That's how many were in there. It was a lot. It was a lot of stuff.
I
had to help
remember-
her wheel those
I
pieces
still have the
back to
picture.
States.
I can post the picture that she gave us on Instagram when this is done, so everybody can see just the load.
I
And
did
And that was
buy
a few
lot,
years
but
ago.
I didn't
She's
buy
gotten more
doubles.
since then.
I didn't buy doubles though. I am making a list. I'm making an Excel file of every CD I own, but it doesn't
Checking it
include
twice?
Japanese. What?
Are you checking that list twice?
Yeah, because I have several editions because I have Type A and Type B, because they came with different set lists. I have some I do have doubles of, but it's because they have different track listings, so it's okay.
As long as you can justify it.
Oh, I can, believe me. Believe me, I do.
I mean, granted,
but on my
I've recently rebought a bunch of GameCube games I already own in the States just because I have a Japanese Wii now, so now I wanted the
See?
Japanese versions of the same games.
I have
But mine
some
are
that are
cheap. The
Korean
things I
and
buy are
Japanese
cheaper.
versions. Well, some of the CDs I buy are actually really cheap. Like Amazon Japan has such good prices that I've gotten some for like $1. That's how I justified going to Japan and buying. I got albums for $5, and I got
Yeah, I
CD
mean, you
singles
can't
for
get them really
$1.
cheap. There's some
That's what
weird thing
kills-
with like used goods here. People don't want to buy them, so they end up being really cheap. So
And they're like new.
that's like, I bought a game like almost in perfect shape yesterday for $1. Like no game,
Yeah.
granted, it's not that great of a game, but I mean, it's an old GameCube game where the cardboard slipcover is not terrible. It was like no one wants to spend that much money on used goods.
And I don't mind buying used goods because there's some in such good condition. I've gotten first press editions. That's how I got Utada Hikaru's first 3 Japanese albums. They were in a dollar bin in Japan, and they came with OBs. Yeah, so I picked up a lot, and Gray will post that photo of my haul when we were in Japan. I've gotten a lot more since then. Let's just say my list is up to like over almost 500, and I'm only at the C's. And everyone's really quiet, so I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
No,
No,
but
I knew it
yeah,
was a
I
lot.
mean the song sounds nice. Going back to
Bedtime story.
new song, Bedtime Story. It sounds alright. I mean, I liked it. It was used for at a preview of it was used for the trailer of 3D Kanojo. But I was more interested in the Kanojo than the
Than the
Is
song.
it based off anything by any chance?
I think it's based off a comic, or it's probably based off a manga or a book. Because at this point,
Like,
a
it's
lot
not
of
based
the
off Summer Lesson, is it?
Oh man, if only. Man, you
'Cause
gotta,
I think
now
that's
I gotta
called
get
3D
that,
Kanojo Out West. Oh no, it's
Yeah,
called Real
no,
Girl in English. Never mind, it's an anime.
it's an anime.
It's always an anime.
Yeah, it's always an anime. But yeah, it sounds nice. I mean, I liked it from what I was watching. But yeah, it seemed alright. It seems much better than I Love You. Let's just say that
I'm
much.
excited. I'm excited about this one. So
I will say I still liked I Love You. That was a really good song.
it was good. Just I like her old stuff better, but that's just because I have favorite songs.
Let's
Yeah,
let's just say this
understandable.
much. My Niche no Kata love probably ended around 2014 because just none of her new stuff caught my eye.
Caught your eye. Yeah, it's not as
Yeah.
catchy, but I still buy it because she's one of my top singers. But I know what you mean because I think the really, really good stuff I really loved was like Namida Ito, and I did
I think
like.
that was the last song I actually liked from her. That was probably it. Everything
I like
else,
some
all her
ones-
new stuff from then on.
I like some of her ones after that. Like I liked We Don't Stop. And there's a Go For It. I mean, there are other ones I liked after that. Just, depends. So.
What's funny is Go For It is the song that I use for my alarm to wake up because it's
I love that song.
it's so loud because she yells out LOVEYOU, just yells it out and it scares the bejesus out of me every single time.
Is it like the intro to the song? Is her screaming?
It's the intro. It's
like
it's
English?
the intro of the song.
Yep.
What I
So-
do on Saturdays is I'll have Rivers in the Desert, and that song's got a really powerful bass line right at the front of it, and I shoot out of bed. It scares the crap out of me.
Oh yeah, you should hear mine. Mine it says "Dreamin', Dreamin', Alice in Wonderland." Yeah, that's my opening one. It's Amy. It's her song Alice. She's an indie singer. But yeah, you hear that and then I'm out of bed because I'm like, oh, I can't dream anymore. Can I be Alice in Wonderland? Nope. And then it's really
Ray, I was
loud
thinking,
techno. So
Oh. Sorry.
it's okay.
Gray, I was thinking, did you guys cover the Persona dancing games by any chance with the soundtrack that came out, or did that not chart at all?
It didn't chart
Did not-
at all.
It didn't
It
chart.
didn't chart at all. Okay, that doesn't surprise me. Like I don't know if it counted, but I bought like their big double pack or triple pack technically, and it came with the soundtrack for 3 and 5. But I had no idea if that counted as an album release or if they sold it separately or not. It might
It
not be
probably
even a
counted
separate
for the-
release yet.
It probably counted for the game because the like they did with 4, they made an ultimate pack. They'll probably wait till the ultimate pack comes out before they.
After they release like DLC and stuff, and they add more songs to it. All the songs that are already on the disc that you have to pay for.
Yeah.
I'm bitter. I'm sorry. I'm very bitter about that game.
I still haven't played it, so I wouldn't know. Like, I will say, like,
Ah,
I've
man.
heard some of the songs, like, I've listened to a little bit of the songs that are on the third game. And it's like, one of the songs that I love from 3 is When the Moon Reaches the Stars. And
Mhm.
in the dancing game, in Dancing in Moonlight, they did what, the Metro remix or something like that. And I don't care much for that, so I'm like, well.
There is a few songs in the game that had the worst remixes I've ever heard for songs in like the Persona series so far. Like it had some of the best versions of those songs, and then some of the absolute worst versions of them. One of them was like a really like speed rock sounding like remix of something where like I could not find the beat to play the level. I'm like, I have no idea where this beat is, and I'm like, I think I had to redo it 3 times on stream because I'm like, I don't know where the beat is. this doesn't make sense. This is really bad
Yeah.
remix. It sounds terrible. Why did you do this? Why?
Well, I don't
so
mind the
mad.
remixes, but what I wish they would do is they would have the originals on there. So if you're a huge fan of the original, you still can play it.
But then they can sell it to you later because they know you want that instead. No one wants the remix.
Yeah. Like when I heard When the Moon Reaches the Stars, and I heard what they did to it, I was like, I'm moderately terrified to see what else is on the disc, because that was one of my favorite
I
songs.
personally, I recommend skipping both of those games and anything else that comes from Atlas for a while. Atlas and Sega are scummy, and I'm not happy with them.
What else is in the pipeline for Atlas, anyways? Shin Megami
Persona
Tensei 5.
Q2
Yeah.
and Shin Megami Tensei 5.
Well, I can't skip those. Those are auto buys. Like they come out and I have to have it.
I'm gonna wait.
Half the reason I bought a Nintendo Switch was just for Shin Megami Tensei 5. I was like, got to have it. And like I really like the Etrian Odyssey games, so I will be buying Persona Q2 as well. So
I can understand. That's just my thought. And I'm sorry, we've derailed really far from the news. We're not even in music anymore.
we do this all the time.
We go.
Yeah, no, that's that's fine. Mostly because the next bit of news is Persona related.
Is it? All right, then let's hit it. Let's hit me with this news so I can continue my rant.
So this was just revealed last night while I was watching your stream. So Bang Dream just announced a new partnership collab with Persona. So it'll include cover songs for 3, 4, and 5. So I'm very interested on what songs they're going to cover. I'm pretty sure I know for 4, they're just going to do True Story. But I wonder what they're going to do for 3 and 5.
I'm really surprised they're only doing one song from 4, but I guess they're really trying to push 5 now that it's out.
They're pushing 5.
They're trying to drum up nostalgia for 3.
Yep. Yeah, that's kind of where it's at right now. Yeah.
They're putting 5 through
got
the machine because the story collab that they're doing has to deal with 5, like vaguely, supposedly. That's what they're advertising, and all the costumes is going to be 5 inspired.
And 5 has an anime out. Is it out right now, or is it still on its way?
It's still out, or it's ongoing. They're on Makoto's Palace right now, or.
Okay, so they have an anime out. They just had a dancing spin-off game. They have like a semi-sequel or something to it coming out later in the year. I mean, they have a lot of stuff for 5 coming out, so I guess they're finally trying to move away from 4. I think they're happy and mad with how popular 4 was, but then they like pushed it so hard, everyone just really likes 4 now. And I think it's still overshadowing 5.
Do you really think so? Because I mean, 5 is pretty huge. I mean, I don't think like once 5 came out, like a lot of people I know, like 4 is rarely mentioned. It's mostly 5 that people are talking about. I like 5.
It still comes up a lot, like since 5's the new one, everyone's still on that. But like I think people still mention how stuff isn't like 4, or it's like they always still compare it to 4. Like even in my mind when I was playing the game, like, oh, this is still kind of like 4, or like 4 did this a little bit better or a little bit quicker. Like I know it's going to happen anyway with a game like that, but they pushed 4 so hard and had so many spin-offs and semi-sequels and like alternate media forms of it. It was a lot. It was a whole lot.
I thought 5 was a step up in every way. I like the story in 5 more. I like the systems that they changed in 5 better. Like in my humble opinion, I think 5 is an all-around better game. It's not my favorite. I think
everything in 5 takes so long to do. Like it just felt like I was wasting a lot of time in 5. I never finished it.
Oh, it's
I need to actually go back and play it.
The fighting system for 5 was much better, but 4
it was, but it was still like a step back to 2.
Yeah,
that's how I felt about it. I'm like, this is still not as good as 2. You guys still haven't gone back to how good 2 was.
That is correct. 2 was really good.
I need to
Yeah,
go
also
back and
2 had
play
Lisa
2.
Silverman in it, so
But I will say
so-
stick with 5 because it has a really good twist ending.
yeah. I'm gonna have to like restart it at this point, but I'll get back to it maybe
Yeah.
over the summer.
You do have the English
With streaming,
version,
like I have no. Yes, I do have the English version. Just with streaming, like when I'm not streaming a game, when I'm on my off like non-live time or just like like my off time from streaming, I'm like, last thing I'm gonna do right now is play a heavy story game. Like I'm gonna go build a model kit.
Yeah, I can get that.
You
It's
know,
like,
you can always play Yakuza.
I need to. It's just my PS4 has been holding out for Gundam Breaker, knock on wood. So I'm hoping it will continue to hold out so I can go back and play Yakuza. The thing is, since Yakuza, if you lose progress in that, like if my PS4 will crash and I lose progress, that's a lot. Whereas New Gundam Breaker, that's like 1 level. So it's been like I want to do that. Same with like Monster Hunter. I want to go back and play Monster Hunter, but if it crashes mid-fight, that's an hour I just lost of time.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I will say, just as a heads up, if you're interested in XCOM 2, it's free for the month of June, so you might want to hop on it.
Oh, I have that on PC already, I believe.
Okay. Well, because I
But thank
downloaded
you,
it
thank you.
last Saturday, and I've been trying to squeeze it in, and that's a fun game. That's a fun game.
But yeah, continuing on with games to you.
That's what happens when I'm here. You're just gonna talk about games because that's all I know. I don't know anything about this newfangled pop music y'all talking about.
But yeah, with that, let's move on to the Oricon. Do we have any
Wait,
other
we
news?
forgot one big piece of news.
Oh yeah. I
But wait,
totally
there's
forgot
more.
about that album.
Yeah, there's
But
more
wait,
news.
there's more. Let's
What news?
why don't you take the reins on that one?
Of course, I'm excited about this one.
She's been quiet the whole time. She's just been waiting.
I'm
Yes,
lost.
I have. I have. I've been
I am
waiting and
totally
staring
lost.
at the covers.
What are we talking about?
So Kotokumi's new album, everyone knows
Oh.
she was doing a new one that came out in August called DNA. They got a release date for it. It is August 22nd, and it's already up for pre-order on CD Japan. There are 4 editions: CD DVD, CD Blu-ray, CD only, and a fan club version, which I ordered, and I'm probably gonna order the Blu-ray too. But the fan
How
club
much was
edition,
the fan club edition?
it was USD. It was about 100, but it's CD plus 3 DVD.
Okay.
And it also comes with stacking cups, whatever that is, like drinking cups, pretty much.
Right, so you can do the
So-
cup
Well, we
song from Perfect Pitch.
Or I can do her
It's
song
perfect.
from Party, Got My Drink and My Cup. More shots, more shots. So I'm really excited about this album. The full track list isn't out yet, but there's going to be 12 tracks in total. But on the fan club edition, disc 2 is going to be her fan club tour for and then disc 3 will actually be a documentary.
What
So
about?
disc 1 will have the music videos for it, and the Blu-ray and regular DVD are only going to include the music videos. If you get the fan club edition, you get her tour and her documentary, which is the reason why I bought it. And you do got to register for her fan club, which is $25 a year, but you can buy all her fan club goods and stuff. I signed up for it, and I should have a long time ago, but I'm excited to actually get it, and that's actually my favorite cover is the fan club edition. She looks gorgeous on it, and I can't wait for this album. I'm excited.
What's included in the fan club live? Do you know? Have you ever
They don't
received a fan club live?
What do you mean?
Is this your first time receiving a fan club live DVD?
No, I have a whole bunch. I actually have a lot of her fan club editions I bought from third-party sellers. I have her Bon Voyage, which was a fan club tour she did on Halloween, and it was a really good tour. I have her Walk of My Life fan club edition, which came with a fan club concert, and it was a special 15th anniversary concert. It was very personal. She pretty much didn't have like the big glitter and glam like she does with her arena tours. I honestly prefer her fan club tours because they're way more personal. And I feel like she doesn't, go like Avex kind of makes her do for the arena tours, go all extravagant, which I love that. But when you see the fan club ones, they're just so personal. She's really, not as like, I don't know, not as many dancers, not as many outfit changes. I like the interaction she has with her fans. So I'm excited for this fan club tour as well, because all her other fan club tours I own have been amazing. And the last one I watched came with Winter of Love, and that was amazing. And she had a lot of great guests on there. So I look forward to this one.
Hopefully it's much better than Anne.
Well, that was
I'm really
one thought I had.
And what wasn't is there's some songs I really, really liked off the album, but not as many as, I liked on her previous albums. So I'm hoping this one will be a lot better. I'm very curious about this. I did like Hush, and I know Hush is already out because that was one of her limited singles she had out for it. So I'm curious to see what the other ones, and some of the tracks sound interesting, and I don't know which way they'll go. So, yeah, there's a couple on here that I'm thinking I could think of a couple ways this song could go, style-wise, but I don't know because it's Coda, and you don't know what she's going to do. So I feel like she surprises you.
Yeah. I mean, do we know what singles are going to be added to this? Probably the singles that weren't included in Anne, right?
No. So she did have 3 singles leading up to Anne and DNA, and they were the limited ones. They were Lit, Never Enough, and Hush. And she used Lit and Never Enough for Anne, and they're using Hush as the only single they're using for DNA. All the other songs are going to be new.
Oh, I see.
So let me see if they were released digitally, but it looks like they're all going to be new songs. And that's what I'm really excited about is, yeah, they're all new songs.
I mean,
so
yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully I rather hear ballads from her because her ballad stuff is much more better in my opinion.
I like both. It really depends. I like both. I don't know. For me, it's really hard. I like her ballads, but I also really like her dance songs. So I can go both ways. It really depends on the song.
Yeah, it just depends on I guess how I feel that day for the most part.
Yeah.
But
Yep,
I mostly like her ballad songs.
Her ballads are so beautiful.
Yeah,
They're so beautiful.
I prefer her slower style music over her dance. It's just, I don't know. To me, honestly, and maybe it's just because I have no rhythm, but her dance music, I would actually have a significantly hard time dancing to. I'm like, because it's just like it's all beat, no rhythm, and I don't care much for that. I'm like, like I like rhythm and beat. You gotta have both. You gotta have a good mixture of both. So that's just
and Anne had more beat. It didn't have a lot of rhythm, but her older stuff had really good rhythm. Yeah. Her newer stuff, I guess she's trying to go at what Korea's doing and doing all the hip hop stuff,
Yeah. Well,
but
I mean have just a pop song with a rap section in the middle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I feel like she's kind of trying to go with that, but I miss, I have certain eras of her I really, really enjoy, so I kind of wish she'd go back to some of the eras that I loved. But I like to see how she's going to go and see how this album will go. If it'll be similar to Anne or if it'll be different. The covers are very similar, and I'm really curious how the album will be compared to Anne.
Well, and I will say the thing about Koda Kumi is she's always trying new things, and you'll never grow as an artist if you're always doing the same thing over and over again. So whether or not you really liked what she did or not, you have to respect the fact that she's constantly changing.
She's doing something new, and I also respect she writes all her own songs. And I know her husband has helped write a few and produce some of them as well. So I do respect that, because anybody who writes their own songs, that's hard. I got to give her a thumbs up for that, you know.
I keep forgetting she's married.
Yeah, actually, there's someone I follow on Instagram. He got to meet her husband at an anime expo in Canada. He said he was a really, really nice guy. And he signed a lot of the merchandise too. That he brought Kotokumi's merchandise, because since he helped with some of her songs, he signed some of the booklets. So I heard he's a really nice guy. He seemed really fun. It was Vasily Helsing, who I follow on Instagram, and he follows me. But he got to meet her husband and said he was really cool. So that was really neat to hear and see the photos. I'm like, oh, that's really cool. So too bad she wasn't there, but that's really neat. He got to meet her, her husband. I'm like, that's neat. Maybe Code will do conventions again. Crossing my fingers eventually.
Did she stop doing them for some reason, or?
She did one. She did Oricon in Texas in, if I'm correct, 2004. She performed Real Emotion and Sen no Kotoba, since it was for Final Fantasy. And she might have been
Wait,
crazy
she did those?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. She did.
Learned something new. Today I learned.
Yeah.
Today I learned.
Let me go post on Reddit for some sweet karma real quick. BRB. I did not know that.
And while you're doing that, let's continue on to the Oricon.
All right.
A couple things
Ready.
are brand new. You all
A
ready
good
for
amount of
this?
things are brand new.
You know, I just found
Yeah.
on the internet, it looks like Kana Nishino is getting married.
What? Hold on. Back it up.
Well, it
Is it to her backup dancer?
well, it just says that the Japanese Sun Times reported they saw her and her boyfriend shopping for engagement rings.
Interesting. Yeah, there's a lot about it actually. That some of these articles though were from a while back. Looking at the dates though, so.
Oh, this one is from Thursday, June 21st, 2018.
Oh, never mind. Interesting. I see
Excuse
it.
me while I lie down.
We're all
in the
going to
middle of
look. Interesting.
I mean, I don't know
Well,
how
Sorry, it
accurate the
wasn't
Sun
meant to
Times
be.
are, so you know,
Well, she isn't
that could be a gossip rag for all we know. But
It's okay. I still have Juju.
yes, you do.
Just gotta go to New York. But yeah, let's go on to number 10. It is Moto ne Moto by Erabereshi.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out if that was a katakana word, if it was just like some weird, like
Me
made up
too.
word or not.
Yeah,
It
me
looks-
too. I didn't know what to think of the name.
It looks made uppy to me.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it sounds like it could be like the first character from all their names or something, or some of their names. Who knows?
Yeah.
I like
So
this one though. I did like it.
did too. What did you guys think of the video? I actually liked how weird it was.
I love the
It's
dude in the background, just
amazing.
like they zoom in on this this white dude with long curly hair with sunglasses on playing the guitar and sometimes mouthing the words that they're singing. It was great. I loved it.
I
It's
did too,
amazing.
and I like the two girls sitting there, in the beginning. Oh my god, I
Beavis and
really
Butthead
enjoyed
girls?
this one. Yeah,
Yeah, for a second I missed it in the beginning and I saw it later. I'm like, wait, are they Beavis and Butthead? Is that what this is? Is this
yeah, that's what
MTV?
it reminded me of. And that's when I'm like, oh my god, this is awesome. I really liked this one. It was a lot of fun.
I did
Yeah,
not listen
the,
to it, so I wouldn't know.
the metal guitar really saved it from what could have been just a normal idol like song, but
Hmm.
Yeah, that could have been a pretty by the numbers pop song.
yeah, but it's very interesting nonetheless, and I hope all their songs are like this.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Are they a
Me
new
too.
group?
Yeah, I
They look
believe they are. They're part of a Akiba like stage like thing, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I really like that this idol pop plus metal is taking off as like its own genre. It's I know I enjoy it even though I can't listen to it every day type of thing, but I'm happy that it exists and I do like it when I hear it. Like with Baby Metal for sure, that was the first one that I heard like
you
that.
should listen to Passcode.
Passcode.
Kill. Yeah.
I'll have to make a note of that.
They're a fairly new idol group. I started really liking them, and they're on the same tone as Baby Metal, where they have a heavy metal band playing in the background while they're doing the cutesy idol stuff. But one of them just goes into random screamo occasionally, and it's so amazing. It's like if you watch how they do their lives, she would just be like dancing normally and then goes off in the middle of the stage and just goes into screamo and then comes back into the dance formation and continues on like nothing's happening. It's like so amazing. So their new song Single, which was called Ray, well, unfortunately it came out against Teacher a couple weeks back, so it was DOA as soon as that happened. But I really liked it. It's probably one of my favorite songs by them.
I'll have to look up. What was it? What were they called again? I'm sorry, I just forgot.
Passcode.
Passcode.
Like
an
iPhone passcode. The P and C are capitalized.
Let me do a quick YouTube search just so it's in my search result history, so later I can be like, what was this? What was I looking up? And then find it. There we go. Passcode official. Oh, they're an Osaka group too. Sweet.
Yeah. But Moto ne Moto sold 11,723 copies. Got preference to that because number 9 creeped back up again with 100 more copies.
Woohoo!
It's back.
Oh, it's Synchronicity. I remember this one.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was number one.
That's why I didn't really give you anything.
This was on there last time I was here. It might have even been in the same position.
No, it was number 1.
No, it was number 1. It was.
Was it? Why is this song still popular? I don't remember what it sounded like.
All right. But yeah,
I can't
sing
it for you.
It is Synchronicity, once again by Nogizaka 46.
I like this song. I still like
Great.
this song a lot.
I was gonna say, how do you feel about the song this week?
I mean, I love Synchronicity. I mean, it was a crazy week for me. It's like I wasn't able to listen to 6, 7, 8, or 10, so 9's the only one that I can actually say anything about for a little while. So, but yeah, Synchronicity is awesome. We've talked about it buku of times. I will say I really like that song, and really looking forward to KyoryuHunter 46's new stuff. The Superior 46 group.
Hey now.
Yeah.
Hey now. Them fine words. My Shirashi is the only thing keeping Nogizaka afloat. She's the only thing that is good in life right now.
I mean,
Yeah,
I like my Shiraishi, but I mean, Nogizaka 46 I do enjoy, but I guess where it's because they've been around longer, I just have not really dug much into Nogizaka's history, while KyoryuHunter 46 only has 6 singles out and an album. I'm like, this is way easier to dive into, so that's why I kind of picked them first. But I do plan on going back and really doing like a deep dive in Nogizaka, so it's just a wait and see. And then I'll have a real opinion over which one's the superior group.
Yeah, but by then my Shirashi will probably graduate.
Well, no, we don't live in a perfect world, so it is what it is. There's got to be a rising star in 46. There's got to be. There's 46 girls.
This was making the rounds in like various amount of like clickbaity news in the music industry. Like even Adama was reporting it. So she just made an Instagram account.
Yes, I saw that.
A bunch of other music outlets was just reporting this, and I was like, I understand that, but you know that's super clickbaity.
It is, because I'm like, Scandal, Rena just made a Instagram account that wasn't on any website. Like, if you're a fan, you know. If you're not a fan, big deal. But yeah, Mai Shiraishi, she made an Instagram account, and it's like, oh, we all have to follow. Actually, thank you for reminding me. Let me go look up her.
For the second coming of Christ, when that happened. But yeah, this week Synchronicity sold 11,834 copies, and going on up to number 8, it is Ryusei and Yakusoku by Aoi 80?
Edu. Yeah.
Edu?
Yes.
Out Aries
Katakana,
is how
you
I
are the
always say
babe.
her name. Whether that's wrong, I don't know.
Eiru?
I always say it.
It's Eiru.
Eiru.
Eiru. Eiru.
Eiru. Eiru. Oh, then I was correct on earlier.
I hate when anything ends with a ru or any R sound. I hate when things end with R sounds in Japanese.
Katakana, you are my bane of my existence. But
Granted, my name is Kyoryu, so that has the "du" in there. So I hate myself, I guess.
wait,
Wow.
but I was able to listen to Ryusei. I really liked Ryusei. This is probably one of my favorite songs of this week.
I
on the
listened
list.
I
to
listened to this one.
Yakusoku. Yeah,
So
I listened to Yakusoku. Well, whatever one was on her YouTube page, I was listening to. Her YouTube page is accessible. Not very many songs are on it, but I was really excited to find out it was accessible. But I also really liked the single. And I like Eddie anyway. I have her best albums, and I'm so glad to see her come back with a great single.
yeah, it's the Sword Art Online gal the gun game side story thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
It's the opening theme for that. That's why the song is like super anime.
Yeah.
If you guys
It
were,
is.
I think it was Ryusei, which was the ending theme for it. But I was like, oh wow, this sounds super anime, and I looked it up. Oh, that explains a whole nother reason there.
Because it is.
Because it is. But yeah, I mean, nothing much more. I really like her voice is a very powerful voice, so that's
Mhm.
Oh,
what
like
I really did like.
I've got her old song Ignite on my phone, and in like the American iTunes store, it's Air Owie. It's EIR space Owie. They leave off the U. And yeah, like I have Ignite, and they have Ryusei and Yakusoku for sale if you want it. It's there. You can buy the whole EP. It's 3 songs plus the instrumental version of Ryusei. So I just didn't get a chance to listen to it, but
Yeah,
I
I
do
didn't
want to go
listen to
back
this
and
one
listen
either.
to
I
it.
don't think. Oh, I don't have it linked to this one. That's why I didn't.
I found
It was in
today on
I
YouTube.
assure you, it's on YouTube
It was what?
somewhere.
It is.
It
I
was in
found it
the,
today.
the links.
It was.
It was in the folder I gave you.
Oh, okay, maybe I just missed that one.
Yeah, because the spelling is really weird. So,
Yeah, I
Mhm.
found it. It's right here.
but yeah, it sold a lovely 13,634 copies. Good on that. And going on up to number 7, it is Ano Natsu no Melody by Angel Rave. This is probably my favorite song on this week. I
It
really
was-
like this song.
Really good, actually. I really like this one as well.
So,
I like the video too.
Plus-
It was really cute.
plus I did like yukatas. That'll always get me.
Now we know
Mhm.
your weakness
So
will bring
that's
you
just
down.
That's just a personal thing right there.
Now we know your weakness.
Did I miss this one too? I missed this one too.
You probably did.
Like I said, I ran out of time to watch.
I was looking too. I'm like, I didn't get like a full 10 thing. I'm like, oh, I must have missed something. I have six different things. Whoops.
Nah, not a problem. Though I did like the anime trope of the skibbit boy trying to peer into the building, and the music video, which was very.
Wait, is this the boy group?
No, this isn't the boy group. It's the girl group.
Okay, never mind.
The boy group's number 2.
The only boy group is number 2.
I did
number
see that.
5 isn't even a boy group too, which shocked me, and I had conflicted feelings internally after that. But we'll get to that.
Well, I will say the cover makes them look like a boy band, but if you watch the music video, they're clearly females.
Wait, those weren't all boys?
No,
Yeah, for number 5 they weren't.
Oh, okay, I thought that was a boy group.
Well.
But yeah, number 7, Ano Natsu no Melody, sold a wonderful 14,364 copies. And going on up to number 6, it's Ai ni Suite and Cho Lucky.
I actually listened to
2.
the Magical 2 ones.
And I was like, man,
really weird.
This is by the books.
This was cutesy idol pop music. This isn't something from like Purikura, is it?
I don't think so. I really don't want to say, but it is from an anime, but it's like the Maho Shoujo.
It says
it is from Pretty Cure. Yeah.
It is okay because the album cover and the song looked like it was from Pretty Cure, so I had a guess.
Yeah. So it is the opening theme for this year's Pretty Cure. So
I've only ever seen it if I've fallen asleep during Kamen Rider and woken up and that was on. I'm like, oh, what is this? What is this now?
Hey man, that's how you become a magical girl.
Is this Madoka Magica?
Yeah.
Madoka Magica, you mean?
Magica.
Magica?
Yeah, it's in katakana. It's Magica for some reason.
Oh, that's weird. Here it's never mind.
Yeah.
Weird.
I wonder why they're called.
Yeah, I thought it was Magic for a while, and then I got corrected. I'm like, oh, really? That's why did they pick that?
I wonder why they're called Magical 2 when it's a three-girl group. That makes no sense to me. Shouldn't it be the Magical 3?
Maybe this is the second iteration of Magical.
Yeah, it could be. Like Mori Musume.
Maybe one of them. Oh, I was gonna say like maybe one of them's dead, and like we just see her spirit. So it's like 2's alive, 1's dead. So
She's just there. She's just like some poltergeist haunting this song.
It's just like another Orobuchi levels of twists right there.
Maybe 2 of them are actually the same girl, and they just duplicated her. Or they're twins.
They're twins, and they just didn't want to shell out the other licensing for the other girl.
I think it's like another where it's just one of the girls, like they just have to pretend one girl's not there, no matter how much she sings or whatnot. She's like, you're not there, or we'll be inflicted under the curse.
They just sing over her and everything too. Like they don't even try to acknowledge her presence, and when they're done singing, they still don't talk to her.
I
like this headcanon we've created.
That would be exactly like another.
But yeah,
it was exactly what you think it is.
I mean, with a song called Cho Lucky or Super Lucky.
Oh, that's a kanji for Cho. I was trying to figure that out.
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen Dragon Ball Super so many times that kanji's just okay.
Yeah, now I recognize it. I usually see Cho and katakana.
Yeah. But
they don't use Cho out here that much, though. They use Mecha.
Yeah, they use Mecha probably. But yeah, it sold a wonderful 15,363 copies. And going on up to number 5, it is Kimi Iro Iro Utsuri by Kaze Danjuku. Yeah, I believe that's
Oh,
how
is
you say
that? I was like Kaze Dan. Like, what was the last part?
Juku, I believe that's how you say that last part. But,
I didn't
yeah,
mind the song. I was really confused by it. I was like, because of all the Animu stuff it spliced in, and then the song was only like a minute long.
Did you not find the full
Yeah.
version of the song? There's a 4-minute
I had a
version
link-
of the song.
Oh, so I had like the short version of it. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a full
Yeah,
version of the
I
song.
looked it up briefly, I believe.
yeah, I only was able to find the small snippet version of it also.
I mean, it's a good song. I don't know. If,
I want to hear more. I really liked it.
well, then I will post the full version of it in the chat.
Ooh.
Or wait, I think I
Yeah,
might have I found something on YouTube. I don't remember if I listened to this one in full or not. I don't remember now. Oh, geez. I'm looking at the haul that Gray posted on our Instagram page, and I'm like, oh, I got some cool crap. So I'm a little distracted.
You have a lot. You have a lot of stuff. Yeah.
So is this group? Is this an opening to an anime, or are they like a half anime group? Like, do they have an animated side to them too? Is that what it is?
I think they have a half animated side to them.
Okay, because this was trying to figure out. I'm like, is this from something? But then I realized, I'm like, okay, all the animated characters look exactly like, or roughly like the people singing. So I'm like, is this just your thing? Is it just this song?
All right.
I don't know if it's like, what is it?
Because this is the first time I've heard of them too.
I'd never heard of them before, but
like,
yeah,
I guess a lot of the.
So.
Yeah,
Like, I guess this is like, what is it? Exile. Like, they all have different bear versions of themselves or something like that. Or one of them, or maybe it's J Soul Brothers that does it, but like they all have like their own like version of them that's not a human.
That sounds disturbing.
I think it's J Soul Brothers.
Is it? My kids all have like the stickers and like key holders and stuff from it, and I'm like, what is this from? They tell me, I'm like, oh, okay, just go back to doing your homework. I don't know.
J Soul Brothers? What's wrong with you? What's wrong?
Like,
with
do you know Icon? I'm like, Akon? I know who Akon is. They're like, no, Icon. No, I don't know.
I know what.
Is that a K-pop?
Icon,
I know what Akon is.
the movie company, is.
But I will say, since I was the only person that heard the entirety of number 5, I really enjoyed it. It's a good song. It's got a good melody to it. I posted it in the chat, so if you guys want to listen to it after the show, it's there. Because that's the full version. It's like 4 minutes and a second long.
Oh, I did listen to the full version of this. I take that back. I did. This was one I really liked, and I couldn't remember which one I remember I loved 5 and 4.
Yeah.
I loved a lot of the songs.
They are a female idol group? What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nakano Fujo sisters. That's their English name.
What?
Oh, this is the alter ego of this band is the alter ego of that group. They have a boy version and a girl version of the group. What?
Oh man, that's very interesting.
It's getting weird.
This is new information for me.
This is getting weird.
And they've been around for a while. Yeah. I mean, that's fine. That's cool that they have something like that. I just was like, even just watching them, it didn't appear that that's what the case was.
Hey.
Because like a lot of like they have such like a lot of the male pop singers here are all the Bishonen anyway. They're all the Beachy Boys, so they already look like pretty boys. And I just assumed that's what it was.
Luna, real quick, it's getting close to the time that you needed to leave. Do you need to duck out now?
No, I can wait till 8 till I start hearing footsteps.
Okay. All right. Just wanted to make certain. Don't want you to be late.
I want to try to get to 1 because I'm actually excited. I'm excited about 4 a lot. So.
Well, we're getting ready to talk about 4.
All right, let's go on. Okay. Let's go on to 4 then.
Well, how many? Oh, 5 sold, 17,794 copies.
Pretty good.
Yeah, yeah, they had a good week. I mean, to be fair, like once you get past 3, like everybody kind of had a bad week in comparison.
Hmm. Yeah, I
Yeah,
agree.
I'm looking at it right now.
3 was a special occasion though, because that was the final week for Senbatsu. But we'll get on that.
All right, but
yeah,
number 4.
let's go on to number 4. I didn't know how to pronounce this. I guess it's BB.
It's just boom boom.
Or
Boom, boom.
Oh.
boom boom.
Oh, I thought it was
boom.
It's just
I
a
thought it was
hard book.
baboom. I thought it was baboom baboom, like a
Boom,
like a
boom.
drum roll or something. Baboom, baboom.
I think it's
What
just
my
a
heart does
stylized
when I
thing.
when I look
Yeah.
at Yellow Buster.
I actually didn't mind this song so much, even with it being K-poppy. It didn't sound exactly like every K-pop song I've seen or heard. I haven't seen it, but it did. I did like this one probably the best out of all the songs this week.
I just
Mainly
love that you
because
said
like
it didn't
halfway
sound
through,
too
partway through the song,
K-poppy.
they go, "Great." Like
Yep.
they'll like go on, and then blah, 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 great,
Great.
and then just keep going. They just say great for no reason.
I actually really like this one as well. This was surprising. I didn't know who Momoland was, and
Now you have a new girl band to
I try
follow.
not to get suckered into K-pop because of the prices of mini albums. And I know this is a Japanese single, but I've been trying not to get suckered into girl bands because whenever I like one, they break up. I really, really like this, and I want to hear more from them now because this was a really good song.
Yana, do me a favor and start hating twice.
Start hating twice?
Yes. If every girl band that you like suddenly breaks up, please, I beg of you, start hating twice. Because I really like
Actually, it'd be funny if you started
every
liking
girl
them.
I love breaks up. Like I love 4 Minute, they broke up. I love Girls' Generation, they dispersed. We'll put it that way. My favorite members left. I love Sistar.
That's the
Sistar
kind
broke
way
up.
of saying it.
So anything I love, they break up.
I always wondered what happened to Girls' Generation because like 5 years ago they were everywhere and now they're ceased to exist.
Well, it started out with Jessica being kicked out of the group, and she was my favorite member.
Her.
Yeah, and after she left, a lot of them did their solo groups, and I mean, Jessica was my favorite, to be honest, so I lost a little bit of interest. I still liked a few albums after she left, but not as much. It wasn't the same. And I don't even know how many members are left now, to be honest. So
I don't think they're together anymore, are they?
No, most of them went solo. Taeyoon went solo. Tiffany went solo. Sunny went solo.
Awesome.
I mean, I didn't like Sunny, sorry. She looked like an alien.
We won't tell Sunny that you hate her so much.
I don't hate her. I just wasn't a fan. She wasn't my favorite member. I mean, most of them went solo, you know. I mean, I bought some of the solo works of the other artists, like Jessica and Taeyoon and
they're still together.
Tiffany. But
I think Sunny was my arbitrary favorite pick because my friend made me listen to them a lot. And I'm like, I like Sunny. He's like, why? I'm like, because she's there. She's the only one with blonde hair. I guess that's the one I like. It don't matter. It don't matter.
I'm on the Wikipedia.
So I joke everything I like leaves.
Page.
So that's why I'm like, I can't like Momoland. I actually really like the song. Don't break up.
I'm on the Wikipedia page and there's 3 girls with blonde
If
hair.
you guys' ears exploded with the laughter I did.
Oh no, you're fine.
Sunny is still a member of the band.
What?
So is Tiffany.
You're still a member?
Sunny and Tiffany are still members.
Okay. Yeah, most of them are gone.
The only past member is Jessica. Everybody else is still there.
Then they're still together. They just went and did solo works because there's a lot of them
doing anything
releasing their
together.
own stuff. Yeah, not as much. I mean, they'll probably still come back and do like a comeback special. So I mean, it's not like they're gone, but 4 Minutes gone. 21, in my opinion, isn't the same without Mimsy, so they're gone in my book. Sistar is definitely gone.
Wow.
And I love Sistar. So just, but I really like number 4, and I'm really happy seeing their single make make it and sell. It sold 18,570 copies, which is really good for a debut Japanese single. I think it's really good. All right, everyone ready for number 3? I hear someone panting. They're excited. I don't know if it's panting or laughing.
It's laughter for something else.
But yeah, no, sorry, Momoland. This it was alright, but I just lost it with the great stuff. I just lost it for a personal reason.
Great.
But yeah, Momoland sold 18,570 copies. It did great.
Great.
That's not nice.
Eh.
But yeah, going on up to number 3, it is once again Teacher Teacher by AKB48.
Yes.
Was this? Oh no, this is a fairly recent song. Never mind.
Well, we talked about it on your first episode because the music video just dropped that week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Let's say I recognized the name, and I like not just the group name, but like the actual song name. Like, why do I know this? But it said 5:30, so I'm like, I guess I wasn't here for that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was here for that. Oh, was this the one where they were wearing all like the sexy
Black
outfits or whatever?
Yes.
Oh yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah, that was the Oh My one.
I still laugh about that.
You would have
I still laugh about that.
At the SKE album or the SKE single also.
Okay.
That is a deep oh my.
So this was only on the chart still because of the Senbatsu?
Yeah, because
Mainly,
during the time that
release.
they sold it was when the Senbatsu was still going on. So it probably will drop. It will drop like a hot potato next week. It probably won't even be on the top 10 next week.
I mean, to be fair, it's sold like
Synchronicity will still be
1.75
there.
million copies.
Yeah. For some odd reason, it will be there.
It's got staying power.
But yeah, we've talked about it for nearly a month and a half now. So
Teacher.
if you want to hear any of our imprints, just listen to any of our episodes for the past 3 weeks. But yeah, this week it sold a wonderful 72,154 copies.
For its third week, that's still a stupid number. Senbatsu no Senbatsu. That's
I
crazy.
agree.
That's way too many.
Well, seeing as how I still don't have a copy, I would argue it's not enough.
Oh, then you should have bought one so you could at least been on the chart this week.
And I'm too busy being broke.
That's rough.
Well, such is life.
Rough life.
All right.
But yeah, going on up to number 2, it is Fly Boys, Fly Girls by Generation from Exile Tribe.
Yes.
I liked it. It was
listened
fun.
to this song for about 5 seconds and turned it off.
Oh boy.
I listened to the
I was gonna
entirety
say
of the
you
song.
probably didn't like this kill because it was a super dancey, generic dancey song.
I don't like Exile. I don't like them.
Yeah, some of their stuff is hit or miss. Their subgroups ones are kind of. It depends.
Like,
I like the
It really
dancing.
depends.
The choreography was really, really good.
yeah,
I will say
I like
that.
the choreography. It's one of those songs I think works really well with the music video. Like, if I was listening to this on the radio, I'd probably just turn it off. But because I watched the music
Same.
video, I enjoyed it. I thought it was really good. And
The video
with
made
you,
it.
Lena. I like the dance choreography. Although I've noticed a lot of people doing like the like they're jumping up and down and hitchhiking, or like they're shaking a salt shaker next to their ears. like I've noticed that in that's a really popular dance move in Korea, because when I'm outside of Soul Food writing tickets, they'll have K-pop music videos playing, and I see that dance number there all the time. So I'm thinking that's a Korean thing, and all the boys groups in Japan are trying to mimic them so they can mimic their sales numbers, I guess. I don't know. Because they did that number in USA too, if I remember correctly. US. That's the most patriotic thing I've done in 2 weeks is listen to that song.
Man, I'm doing the hip thrust at the A at the end of it too.
Well, I mean,
Like how they were doing.
you have to. How do you not say USA without a hip thrust? I mean, that's it's like breathing.
I've never done that, but I also live in Japan, so maybe I lost that skill. I don't know.
Maybe you've been saying USA wrong your entire life, and you're just now.
Is it not actually USA? I've been saying USA this whole time.
It's very close.
It's very close.
But yeah, it's all the lovely 89,778 copies.
Woo.
Pretty close, but no cigar to number one.
Yep, number one did pretty
And
pretty good.
Yeah, and it's a double A side. And let's go on up to it. It is Are You Happy and A Gunna.
So I liked Are You Happy better than A Gunna. I liked the dancing in A Gunna, but the song, it was just really weird whenever they said A Gunna. I don't know, it just was, it was really strange.
I will say I did not hear A Gunna, but if you're saying Are You Happy was better than that, I don't want to hear it at all, because I didn't like Are You Happy at all.
Oh, really? I love. Well, this is Morning
thing.
Musume, by the way. Morning Musume 18. This is the 10th generation.
Yeah.
And see, I prefer the first generation Morning Musume. So for me, I liked Are You Happy better than A Gunna, but it definitely wasn't my favorite,
It just
well,
I mean, it wasn't
by
bad, but it
because,
just wasn't what I enjoy. I'll tell you that much. It felt generic in a lot of ways, and I just wasn't feeling it. And the answer to the question is a resounding no. They are not happy, because all that song is about is jealousy. From the start of the song to the end of the song, it's about is jealousy and how they want what somebody else has. So the answer to the question is no. They are not happy, and neither was I. So it all panned out.
But for me, this is very traditional Morning Musume, because they have their Eurobeat style dancing and Eurobeat style song, and that's what stood out to me for this song.
That did, like, the melody stood out, but I didn't like their vocals as much.
Yeah, it was the vocals that kind of threw me too.
Which iteration, or how many iterations have there been of this group? Because I remember listening to them in high school. Like, there was a song where they're all on a train and they all introduced themselves, and it was like 15 minutes long. That's my most vivid memory of Morning Musume. I don't remember what it was called, but they all introduced themselves, and it was a long song. And that was 15 years ago. How long has this group been together? Like, I know it's like ones where they like graduate. There's like new one like every year, but how many have there been?
How many generations?
Yes. How many generations of these girls, or these girls' generations, have there been of Morning Musume?
14.
14. Okay. So maybe it wasn't. Well, maybe it was 15 years ago. What year is it? Maybe it was like 12 years ago.
When it first started, it was 1997. So.
Yeah.
Okay, so there is several years of the same groups. Okay, it was about 15 years ago. Never mind. I'm old.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
okay.
In high school
I know.
I listened to them.
Yep. Same. Yep.
I'm still the eldest.
What was it? Were they the ones that did? They've
done a lot of songs. I'm trying to think, because I have a couple of their older albums. I had to find them. I know Gotomaki, Matsuda Aya were some of the originals, and I was a fan of them. A big fan, especially Gotomaki.
I forgot there was another song by them I liked. They did Maji de Ska. They did a terrible ska pop song. I loved it.
They did what
7 years
did I
ago.
say? Oh gosh, it's been so long since I've actually gotten their albums out. Okay, I'm gonna have to go look now. And they had a lot of spin-off groups too on top of it, like Country Musume and
Country Musume?
Yes, they have a group called Country Musume back in the day.
Are they country music?
I don't know, I didn't listen to them, but I know the name because I remember seeing the CD around. So, but I mean, the single was.
It was all right.
Oh, it was okay. You know, I like the Eurobeat music. I just wasn't, as sold on these girls as I have been on the other girls in the past.
Yeah, well, I mean, I do like Hello Project, which is basically Morning Musume's entire subline, or their record line.
Yep.
And a lot of good, a lot of my favorite singers actually spawned from them.
Yep. Actually, I have a few that came from them as well. So.
Yeah. Nadeshiko came from Hello Project. Kill.
From Forze?
Yep.
Ooh. I liked her,
So,
even though she was only in a movie.
Okay, guys, I'm going to head out. I got 3 minutes. I'm going to say goodbye to everyone. Have a good evening. Have fun. Listen to the rest of the podcast.
Yeah, we're pretty much almost done anyway. So.
Yeah.
Have fun. Bye-bye.
Not today.
Thank you.
But yeah.
Okay. I didn't know she was going to pop back in again, so I'm like, I'll wait.
Yeah.
No, she's not back.
Yeah. But yeah, it sold a wonderful 114,000 copies, and it's very nice.
I can tell you like it the most out of all of us.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Personally, I only did like the first song. Are you happy? Aguna was very annoying when I got to the chorus, in my opinion.
See, now I gotta hear this.
I think I listened to Aguna, and I'm like, okay. Okay, because the other one, okay. Oh, the other one was, I thought they were all the other ones were instrumental, so I didn't listen to the other one. So, okay, yeah, I listened to Aguna, and I'm like, mm-hmm. Yep, this is what I thought it was. Mm-hmm.
And I only listened to Are You Happy, so it all pans out.
But yeah, with that, any other news that we want to announce? Next week our Hikaru Utada podcast, our artist spotlight, will happen on the 29th. So please look forward to that. And once again, where can we find you, Kyo?
Oh, me. You can find me mostly on Twitch. I am on Twitch at KyoryuHunter, KyoryuHunter. I stream almost every day except for Saturdays at 9 p.m. Japan time. That's 7 a.m. Central time. I mostly stick to Japanese games. Lately, it's been a lot more retro games. Retro with a question mark, because I don't know if GameCube's considered retro now, and I don't want to think about it. What was I've been playing recently? Been playing Resident Evil Deadly Silence on DS because that is a great port. I started playing New Gundam Breaker, which is a new Gundam video game that came out here just recently for PS4. It's going to come out, and it's out in the West too, so there is an English version of that one for the first time worldwide. And it's a game where you build and fight with your Gundam model kits, and I have made a very terrifying looking version of the Nobel Gundam with a big tank body, and I've been using that. Named it what did I name it? It is an absolute unit. I think I named it the Steve Bell Gundam. I love that thing. It is my son. But it's an all right game. The previous game was better, but I've been having fun with it. I've been meeting a lot of fun people that are also into Gunpla, in the process of doing that. And then also I started, and I haven't gotten back to this game yet, but I'm going to on Monday. Since I'm a dinosaur themed channel, we're playing Star Fox Adventures, the Dinosaur Planet game, which is a great game with gibberish dinosaur language. My copy of it is in English for the Star Fox characters, Saurian for the dinosaurs, and then all the subtitles and text are in Japanese. So it's been a very interesting multilingual playthrough of that game. So I'm looking forward to getting back to it on Monday. We've only done one stream of that. If you are interested in that, there is a VOD available on Twitch for that, and anyone can watch that. But yeah, I stream almost every day, about 6 days a week, and it's always at the same time. But yeah, that's it. Also, you can find me on Twitter. I'm Kokusai Kyoryu. I'm sure there might be a link in the podcast, but if you search for KyoryuHunter, you'll also find me there, and that's where I put all my updates for things and whine about my gunpla that I messed up. But yeah, thank you for having me on again. After I rambled incessantly. It's like when I sign off on my account.
It looked good. So
that last. When I sign off on Twitch, it goes on for about 20 minutes.
No, I like that last gunplay you put.
What were you saying?
I thought it had a really good paint scheme to it. So.
Oh, the purple one.
Yeah. I like
yeah, it's like purple, white, light blue, and hot pink. It's the F91 Gundam, or F91. I don't know how it's pronounced because I've heard it different ways. But yeah, I've just made it the same colors as my channel, and the hot pink finally looks good with the gloss coat over it. It looked terrible before I bought cheap paint.
Yeah, I think it's the F91 Gundam.
Oh, God. Sorry, my phone was going off.
I'm just going to talk about this week's Indie Corner. It is the She's Gone. They are a 4-member rock band that formed back in 2016. Their hope is to have songs that come close to one's feelings throughout daily life. So they have an interesting style, which has the bass line, more swords, the limelight. So it's very interesting. Me being a bassist myself, I really dig that. So you can go check out their song "Omoi Ai" on our site, and you can check out more by them if you just check our Indie Corner stuff. But yeah, besides that, you guys can look at us find us on Twitch at twitch.tv ongaku to you. We only have one thing there, and it's just my 5-hour lovely stream of the Senbatsu. So if you guys want to have a chuckle, you can look at that.
You know, if you have 5 hours you need to kill in a day, we got you covered.
Yeah, and if not, then I did make a 0.5 episode that you guys can check up on our YouTube, and it's just me breaking down the Senbatsu in a 30-minute fashion. If you guys wanted to know what the Senbatsu is, if I didn't really talk about it too much on the podcast, that's more.
I haven't checked it out yet, but I
look.
will also be listening to it because I want to know too. So. Yes.
And I just went over the placeholders and just a couple things that stood out for me from the Senbatsu. So that was my little review of it, so to speak. And whenever there are going to be like big music events that are streamed, we will be doing reaction videos. I guess that's what you can call it. Or just hearing me ramble on for like 5 hours.
And we're still working on the Kohaku for next year because I want to do something live with that. So
I'm pretty sure we'll get taken down immediately, but we have to show our faces.
Oh yeah, we have to. It'll be a must. I'll be in Hawaii with you, so it'll be awesome. Anyway, you
yeah,
it.
So it'll be interesting how we're gonna do that. But
I actually made a lot of headway today on selling my first house, so it's
oh, nice, congrats.
Yeah. It's a long story. I don't want to get into it here at the end of the podcast, but I've got to go over there Thursday, and basically it's an older couple, and they're like, well, if you can find us a new house to live in, we'll let you sell our house. So I got to go over there Thursday and get some documents signed and stuff like that. So
Try selling their own house back to them. Be like, I know a house that's about to come on market, but like I can show it to you guys as soon as you let me give me the go ahead, and then just like walk outside, drive around, and come back to their house.
It's a lovely property, 2 acres, $250,000. Brick
Be like,
exterior,
I know for sure that you guys would like it. It's right up your alley, probably even your
new
style.
furnace. Like it'll be like you never left home. I swear.
Perfect hat trick here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so yeah.
But yeah,
we're
you
working on that.
You can.
Also,
you can work. You're working on that, right?
Yeah. I'm working on it, and we're going to do other stuff with that Twitch channel. It's sitting there now. We do have some plans in the pipeline. Again, right now I'm super busy, but the moment I get a free time, I would love to stream games with you guys and try to get that channel some attention too. I've already thrown out the idea of us doing Overcooked 2 when that comes out in August, so we'll probably be doing that, and that'll be a fun teamwork game. The thing that I love about Overcooked is just like I like watching other people play that game, because if you have the mics on and you just hear the slow descent into madness because you're trying to meet all the timers.
So what you're telling me is you're gonna make me hate you then.
Well, Overcooked is known to either strengthen or completely shatter friendships. Because it's
it's Mario Party.
Yes, I was gonna say we should all 4 of us just play Mario Party.
They announced a new Mario Party for the
new
Switch.
one's coming out.
Is it going to have online gameplay?
Okay.
You can play the mini games together,
but
you can't do the board game online. It looks like.
Well,
but yeah, with that, you guys can reach us at ongakutoyu@gmail.com. Send us your complaints, what you like about the show, if we should change anything about the show, what you like.
Like you led with send us your complaints.
Send us your. It's the only way we'll get better.
You know what's funny is, so I'm just gonna look behind the curtain here. So the only like Google searches that we ever get is people looking up Luna.
Well, to be honest, if you search for Gray or Ken, you're not going to find as many. You're going to find a ton of people with those names. If you look up Luna and even music, you'll probably find her.
So it's very interesting because I get to look at all the analytics to our site. So 100% is just Luna.
That's
I haven't checked recently, but the last time I checked, it was just Luna. So the complaint would probably be like, why not girl? Why not girl is on? Kind of thing. But yeah, you can reach us at ongakutoyu@gmail.com. You can look at our Twitter, follow us on Twitter and Instagram at ongakutoyu, all one word. You can visit our site, ongakutoyu.com, where I go descend into madness and translate every little thing that I can find. Updated daily. You can also check out our Indie Corner that is located on our site. And all of our episodes. If you guys don't subscribe to us on iTunes or Google Play Store, you'll most likely find the episodes on SoundCloud, which is on the site.
Also YouTube.
Yeah.
And
Facebook.
Well,
and now Twitch. Oh my goodness. Now we just
I know. It's like we're a multimedia brand now. It's just crazy how where we started, where we are today. It blows my mind some days. And I got to tell you, as a personal note, I'm really excited for next week. But multiply my excitement by 952, and that's how excited I am about the next band that we're doing for our spotlight. This is going to be awesome. I know it, and we're still working on some of the finer details. In fact, I'm 90% certain Luna hasn't heard a second of their music yet, so we got a lot of planning to do, but I am excited.
Well, it's much more doable compared to the Kokumi podcast.
Yeah, it is. It is way doable. So you know, like you can cover this entire band's discography in an afternoon, and it's moderately reasonable. So, but I am really excited. Next week we'll make the big announcement. I can't wait. I called my parents the other day and was just telling them what was going on, and they could hear the excitement in my voice. It was like this is something like I'm really excited about, and I can't wait. I cannot wait. End of July is going to be rough to get to, but it'll be worth it because we're going to blow minds. It's going to be awesome, and I don't know. I have hopes. I don't know if those hopes are realistic, but we'll see. So be on the lookout for that. And I think we have another announcement, but we're going to wait on that one for at least another week or two till we finish finalizing all the details and we're happy with how things look. And we'll probably announce it here on the show before we do anything else with it. So stay tuned for that too. But the future is looking bright, and we are excited. Well, like I don't want to speak for everybody else, but I am excited, and I am. This is the most excited I've been. Not just about what we're doing, but about the future of the show. And like I think you guys will be happy too. So stay tuned.
But yeah, with that, I want to thank you guys to listening to this episode of Ongaku to You. I'm your host, Ken, signing off, saying thank you very much.
Kyo, did you want to say goodbye to everybody?
Oh, I thought we already did the goodbye, so I didn't want to say anything.
We usually have
Like I thought we already did our goodbyes.
goodbye.
I guess you can just end it on mine then.
Okay. All right. Well, have a good evening, everyone.